I want to compliment the people who built that stage. It was the most awe-inspiring thing I think I've done in politics, to be that close to Air Force One in the Reagan Library. You and your colleagues, you made it fun, you challenged us, and it was good to have real live people. The first debate was like debating in a bathroom. I thoroughly enjoyed this very much, and it was good. Thank you for having me.
Well, more than 6 million people watched the undercard debate, so you and your colleagues were able to get your message out. I wonder if you watched the primetime debate. I did mention you at one point because I mentioned your commander-in-chief test, that you're only serious about fighting ISIS if you're willing to send 10,000 U.S. troops to Iraq, 10,000 U.S. troops as part of a coalition to Syria. Did you hear anybody on that stage who passed your commander-in-chief test?
I apologize. I had to get a plane to get back to Washington, so I did not. And I just, you know, here's the good news. It's a fraction of what we had to use in the past, but I just don't understand how you turn Iraq around unless you have more American ground capability. The Iranian Shia militia dominate the terrain, and there's nobody left in Syria to work with. We're going to need a regional army, or ISIL will hit us here. So I don't know what they said. I'll go back and check the tape. But I say this humbly. I know what it entails, sending people back to Iraq and eventually to Syria, missing families, missing holidays, risking getting injured or killed is no light thing that I am suggesting here. I just can't think of another way to destroy ISIL. You can't do it from the air, and there's no ground component left in Syria.
Are you surprised that with 15 Republicans, or 16 if you count former Governor Jim Gilmore, who didn't make the cut to our debate last night, but with all these Republicans, only you are proposing sending so many troops to Iraq and Syria to fight ISIS, and I only know of one other, Senator Rick Santorum, who's proposing sending 10,000 troops to Iraq. It seems like the Republican Party is almost embracing a limited role for U.S. power.
Yeah, I mean, we criticize Obama. At least what I try to do is not just criticize the president, but offer an alternative. And everybody says Obama's not doing this, Obama's not doing that. Well, it's not enough to criticize him. What are you going to do beyond dropping bombs? And if I hear one more time that we're going to send the Kurds to go clean up the whole world, that's just ridiculous. The Kurdish military is not an expeditionary force. If you sent them into Syria to destroy ISIL, you'd start a war with Turkey. So I'm a little disappointed, and I just don't make these numbers up. I've been to Iraq and Afghanistan 35 times. General Keane, the architect of the surge, said we need 10,000 in Iraq versus 3,500. He's come to the conclusion there's nobody left to train in Syria that can destroy ISIL and push Assad out, and we've seen that with this latest round of trying to train the Free Syrian Army. We spent $50 million training 54 people. So clearly there's no ground component left, and if you really want to destroy ISIL, you got to have a ground game. And I am a little bit confused, I guess, disappointed, but I know what I believe, and I'm going to keep saying what I believe. And I believe we need to destroy ISIL. I'm committed to doing it. And if you don't have a ground component, of which America will have to be part of, you're never going to destroy ISIL, and they're going to hit us here.